We are at the business end of the season now. Important games coming thick and fast, and we've got 3 of them coming up today. No losses since you were last here, but disappointing drop points in games where we really should have been winning. We did begin with a 2-2 draw away at Middlesbrough, getting an 89th minute goal there to get a point for ourselves, which over the balance of play we deserved a lot more, but Middlesbrough looked like they were going to FM us with an 88th minute goal, but Abdullah quickly responded, and then that was followed up with another disappointing home draw against Plymouth. Plymouth not really doing too badly in the league this season, but a home tie against them, we definitely should have been doing a lot more. The 2 away games that we did have sandwiched between the most recent game against Swansea. Nice 3-0 win away at Huddersfield, where Johan Bonney has got his first goal for the club. That was his only start so far. Semedo has been continuing his good run of form, although he hasn't scored too many. The performances have been good. 2-0 away against Birmingham, and then the most recent 2-2 against Swansea at home. All in all, those drop points do leave us 7 points behind both Norwich and Leeds. Leeds had the early kick-off today, and they kicked off with a 2-0 win against Huddersfield. So we definitely need to be getting some points today. We are going to be showing the 3 games that we do have. Norwich up first, Leicester after, and then Southampton as well. All the games very important, especially against Norwich and Leicester. Picking up points against both of them, hopefully 3 points against both of them, will allow us to make some ground up on Norwich and make some further ground on Leicester. Leicester, the only one of the teams in the playoff places who are probably going to be challenging this top 2, but very unlikely for them to be making up the points to the top 2. Is getting less likely for us, but with games to come against both of them, we do have that bit of a chance. So for the first game that we do have today, top of the table Norwich away at Carrow Road. Obviously a big game which we are looking to take 3 points from if we could. Patterson starts in goal, has been a bit more solid since has come in, but still slight bits of eccentricity in there. Did consider maybe coming in for a game or 2, but once I've mentioned that Patterson seems to up his game, so we are going to keep faith with him. Zaghari is beginning to get a run in the team as a starter as well, and he is performing quite well. I don't think he's got any goal contributions as of yet, but just the way he has been performing is very positive indeed. Daniel Ballard as well, obviously keeping up with his good performances. Trantis did recently come and ask for more first team football, so we did promise him that he would be getting some. The first game was a bit iffy, but after that, 2 very good performances in the next 2 games, so he's earned his place in the team. In front of them, the ever reliable Dan Neil, and we have brought in Tim in place of Pierre Ekwe. Ekwe has just dropped off a little bit in the last few games, maybe feeling he could do with a bit of rest, and when Tim has played, he has done quite well, so that's the thinking in bringing him in. Same with Patrick Roberts out on the right hand side, although he has had a fantastic season for us. Recent games haven't been the best. Bennett, when he has played, he has been performing well, so just bringing him into the first team today, that little bit of extra pace as well, hoping can get the best of Norwich's defenders. Bellingham and Barr both been performing very well recently, so very happy with them. And Semedo, top scorer now for us. Obviously Clark almost back now, I think just probably not going to feature in the episode today, but could be back for the big game against Leeds, obviously returning to his own old club. 35 minutes in, first highlight of note in the game. Norwich looking to break forward. Rowe is on this left hand side, Bennett tracking back low. Johnny Ellis tries to get the ball in, Adameda just over the bar. Adameda I think is the top scorer in the league, so if we do manage to keep him quiet, that would be an accomplishment for our defenders. Only highlight before this one has been the one which has been shown. Norwich may be creating more chances, but it's been quite a dull affair so far for 2 teams battling at the top of the league. Hasn't seemed to be very much attacking going on, or if there has been, none of it has been quality at all. Maybe now Sunderland looking to break. Bennett storming inside onto his left foot. he's going to have the shot. It's very wasteful. No one really making a run ahead of him, so a lack of balls to play it through. That's 0-0 at half time. Keeping Norwich quiet. They have been on top a little bit, but the shots that they have had haven't been the best. Still 0-0. Not going to make any changes at the half time break, and I'm going to tell the players I am a bit disappointed. We do need to be making a bit more effort. Semedo was a bit demotivated after that, so we are going to bring on Bonnie for the second half in his place. Early in the second half, I've just noticed Ahmad, he is on loan at Norwich, it seems. Definitely wouldn't be a nice story if he gets a goal against us today, but when we're passing the ball like that, there's every chance Norwich are going to get a goal. Poor by Dan Neil, that is whipped in, and Adam Eder does get his head to the ball. Yet again, it's another situation where it's just the pass from ourselves which gives them the easy ball. They quickly get it forward and find the back of the net. It's becoming quite frustrating now, obviously, like we were saying, it is a young team, but in instances like that, we really need them to have that extra composure and not misplace the pass. Obviously, Dan Neil has been performing fantastically most of the season, so he's not going to be taken out of the team too harshly. We are going to take him out for this game, though. He is just tiring. We do have big games coming up. Don't want that mistake to affect him too much for the rest of the game. We have made 4 subs now. Hopefully the ones that we have made are going to have some output. We hit the post twice in quick succession there as well. The first time there was a cross in, Bonnie hit the crossbar. After that got played outside of the box, we did have a shot from the edge of the box, we hit the other post. Close opportunities. We are going to encourage the players. They are doing quite well, much better in this second half, and we will pause the game to make our last change. It's going to be Chris Rigg. He's upped his output a little bit recently. Let's hope he can do it a little bit more again in today's game. We are looking for a little moment of magic coming in this last 10 minutes. Going to go very attacking now. This really is a game where we don't want to lose. That would put us 10 points behind Norwich. If we can get something late on, that would be absolutely delightful for us. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Tough 1-0 loss. We didn't perform well enough. That's the be all and end all of it. Definitely need some players to step up in the next game. That'll be coming up in a few days. Going to get the players rested. I'll see you then. Players have been rested. We are making a couple of changes for the game today. Humes come in for Pembele at right back. Patrick Roberts replacing Bennett on the right wing. And we are giving a first on-screen start to Johan Bonnie. Hopefully we can get a better performance than we did against Norwich and get some much needed points on the board. After that last game, Leicester are only 2 points behind us now. So obviously if they win this game, they could go ahead of us, and that's definitely not something which we thought was going to happen at the end of the last episode. We did look to have quite a comfortable margin above the teams below us. Leicester have done well to close that gap down, but if we are serious about challenging Leeds and Norwich at the top, we do need to be winning these games. Well, Patterson plays it out. Job wins the ball, and Bonnie with the effort from the edge of the box. That's a fantastic finish. Great quick play from Sunderland. Anthony Patterson, great ball out. I think that's one of the best balls he's done all season. His distribution has been something that is lacking. That was very accurate. Bellingham did fantastic to whip it on, and a great finish by Bonnie just to take it round Iverson. It's right in the corner. That hopefully will give us some confidence for the rest of the game, and it will increase that margin to Leicester back to 5 points if it remains like this. It's getting better though so far. Johan Bonnie's second goal of the game. Tim, corner ball into that near post area. That is the corner which we do like to play quite a bit. And Bonnie, look at that run to the front post. Iverson, no man's land. Easy header for Bonnie into the back of the net. 2-0 to Sunderland. Dan Neil now. Free kick from the left-hand side. Triantis gets his head on the ball, and that's just over the crossbar. Half-time. Obviously, the players are doing very well, but we do need them to stay focused in the second half. We have had 2-0 leads before and let them slip. So obviously we need to make sure that we don't let this one slip. Leicester looking for the first attack in the second half. That's Callum Doyle. Obviously spent some time at the Stadium of Light on loan. He hits the crossbar. Leicester not able to capitalise on the ball in the box, and we survive. Tim now, free kick from quite a distance, but like Ekwa, is managing to have a good shot on goal. Good save by the keeper. We are looking to keep the pressure on. Patrick Roberts gets past his man on the right hand side. He drills it in. Job with a good effort and Iverson with a good save there. Maybe should have done better with the finish, but give some credit to the keeper when it's needed. And we are keeping the pressure on again with some more corners. Is this going to be Tim to whip it in to that near post again, hopefully? No, this one's going to the back post. Bonnie not able to win that. Leicester do get it out. And again, the highlight started with Leicester looking to break. We do get it away low. Trantis clears it and Bonnie flicks it on, but no one ahead of him. Leicester low, trying to play it out, and they have lost the ball. Bellingham plays it into bar. He has the shot and it just goes wide. Good effort from us. We are playing very well in this game. Are going to look to make a couple of changes now. Dennis can come on for Zacharitis. Not having the worst game, but he has been playing a lot better recently, and with the 3 games in the week we do need to rest some players. Same with Tim, and I think also Abdullah Bar, he can come off, and we'll give Ashish some game time and see if he can endear himself to us. Is a bit out of favour at the moment. He has apologised, and I do hope I can give players second chances if they deserve it. We'll see if Ashish can come on and show that he does have a future at Sunderland. He is a good player. I wouldn't mind keeping him around, but I think Barr's probably ahead of him in that left-hand side, along with Clark. In the centre, we've got Bellingham and we've got Chris Rigg, who I would like to give more game time to. So it's just unfortunate that across that front 3, he's got players in his every position who are ahead of him. We are looking very solid in this game. Like we say, we have got a lot of tired legs out on the pitch, so we are going to look to freshen it up a bit. I think what I am going to do, we'll bring in Sealed. We're going to push Sirkin, Hume up. I am going to go a bit parking the bus now. 10 minutes left in the game. We're not going to go defensive or anything like that. We are just going to add one more man into that back line and keep the rest of the formation quite similar to what it is. Bellingham, he has had a lot of football recently, so Chris Rigg can come on, continue his development a bit, and hopefully the team that we have got out there can hold on for the remainder of the game. Leicester having slightly more chances, and with the expected goals maybe they should be ahead, but we've just been more clinical. I think Johan Bonny, he has been obviously the difference. He has got the 2 goals, but I think it was just the quality of the first goal especially. That's something we haven't really had with the other strikers. Although Semedo has got 16 goals, I don't think any of them have been finishers of the calibre that we've seen from Bonny today. Great to see him getting a bit of confidence. That's 3 goals he's got now, only a couple of starts, and that's the icing on the cake. Leicester trying to play the ball out, Patrick Roberts picking it up, and that's a wonderful finish into that top corner. That makes it 3-0 to Sunderland. Very happy now with the gap that we have been able to put between us and Leicester, back to 5 points, and hopefully that'll give us some nice confidence going into the Southampton game. I'll see you there in a second. We have arrived at the Southampton game. Southampton currently 5th in the Championship and have only lost 1 game at home all season. No doubt this will be a tough game for us, but we are going with the same squad who was available for the last game against Leicester. Jack Clark has just returned to full fitness today. We're not going to include him in the match squad for today, but for the next few games he will be building his fitness back up. Amazing that he has returned. Incredible player for us. Still the highest rated player in the Championship, so he has been a huge miss. But in between the games, Abdullah Bar has also signed a new contract with the club. Has been a lot of interest in him. Chelsea do still retain an interest, and we were forced to put an £18 million release clause into his contract. Slightly more than what his value was recently. Hopefully Chelsea won't trigger that, but if they do, we are in for a nice little payday. So, yeah, same team. Let's hope for the same outcome. We have the first attack of the game. Holgate dallying on the ball. Barr wins it off him. He cuts into the box and has a left-footed shot, which Bazunu manages to keep out. We do, however, have the corner though. Dan Neil whipping it in to the back post. Dan Ballard wins his header, but he puts it against the bar. We are keeping the pressure on with another corner though. Tim is stepping up to take this one now. That's whipped in. Bonnie tried to attack it, wasn't quite able to get there. Roberts picks it up to Zacharidis, and we're able to keep the pressure up with another corner. Tim again, looking to whip it in. It's going to go to that near post. Bonnie again wins the header, but just over the bar. Nice early pressure from us. Well, just approaching half-time. Bonnie has picked up a twisted knee. We are just going to look to see if we can get him into half-time, so we're not wasting one of the opportunities to make a sub in the second half. Southampton just hitting the crossbar there and looking to keep the attack up. Flynn downs now, and nothing comes of that. We have made it to half-time. It is still 0-0. We've definitely been the better team, but need to finish off some more chances. Semedo is coming on. Not disappointed at all to be bringing on someone like Semedo. Obviously started the season quietly, but has grew and grew this season. Finds himself our top scorer at the moment, and hopefully in this second half he can just get on and give us a little bit more composure. Obviously he is a good target man. Patrick Roberts, can he find him with this attack? Looking to get the ball in. He does play it to him here, and that is blocked by Holgate. Again, keeping the pressure up with a corner. Looks like it's going to be going to that near post with all the players crowding there. Keeper manages to get that one easily though. And with that, I think we are going to be making a couple of changes. Pierre Ekwa will get him on for his set-piece ability. And as well, Bennett, he can come on for Barr, actually get his pace on that left-hand side. Zacharidis throwing from the left. Bennett plays it back to him. He cuts back onto his left foot. Patrick Roberts not able to win the header. Oh, Dan Neil though. Great ball into the box, and that's a first time finish from Patrick Roberts into that bottom corner. I don't think the keeper was expecting that. I certainly wasn't expecting him to hit it first time with the sort of play how it was developing. Hume picks it up from the wide area, plays it into Dan Neil. Probably would have more expected Dan Neil to take a touch and then have a shot himself. But a lovely ball into Patrick Roberts, and the finish there. It's his 10th goal of the season, maybe one of the most important that he will score for Sunderland. And can we now look to just go ahead, get one more, make it slightly more comfortable for ourselves. Bennett trying to get it into Hemir, but Bazunu manages to claim it ahead of him. And now Southampton trying to play out from the back. Have made a couple of errors in this game which we have managed to exploit. Being able to get it out this time. Ryan Fraser, he's looking to get past Ekwa. Ekwa managing to keep him quite out wide. And unfortunately though, wasn't able to stop the ball from coming in. Southampton do have the equaliser. Disappointing for our perspective. I did think Ekwa did quite well to stop the initial ball from coming in. No one was picking up Alcaraz though. He gets it in, and then Diatta able to get away from the two players we have at the edge of the box, Hume and Roberts. Disappointing goal to concede from our perspective. Patrick Roberts is tiring. We do have a couple of changes left to make, so we'll see how this attack develops and see what we need to do on the changes perspective. Trent is looking to break forward now. That's an interesting little pass he's just produced. Bennett looking to spray the ball into the box. Hemir with the header. Easily saved by Bazunu though. We are going to make those changes now. Job is tiring, so we will get Chris Rigg on. And I think as well we'll bring on Pembele. I know Patrick Roberts is tiring, but he's having a really good game. I think we need his creative energy in there. And if we can get Pembele able to support him down that wing, I think I will put him onto attack as well, actually. I just want him to just try to get up and support Patrick Roberts that little bit more in the final moments of this game. We do we have had the better of the opportunities in this match. Again, it will be disappointing if we do drop points given the play which we have had. Should have scored more goals than what we have. We do have a lot of stoppage time though. Can we get a highlight at least? Absolutely nothing. Disappointing end to the game. That is another disappointing game to drop points in. That does leave us 8 points behind Norwich now. 4 points behind Leeds, but unfortunately they do have a game in hand. Could potentially drop our title challenge, but got to keep faith. We do still have a game against Leeds coming up. If they can lose their next game, that would be absolutely tremendous. Okay, so in the tea time fixture, Sheffield Wednesday, bottom of the table Sheffield Wednesday, I might add, getting a 93rd minute equaliser to draw 3-3 with Leeds. That does keep the gap at 5 points. Obviously, we do have Leeds to play. The goal differences that we have are exactly the same. Okay, it's definitely shaping up to be a very exciting end to the season. But looking ahead to the next matches, we are definitely going to be coming back for the Leeds game. Not sure which other matches we will be showing, depending on what the table is looking like. We could come back beforehand for Bristol City, or we could come back for the games after. We'll see what the table's like. We may be going to get 2 or 3 more episodes out of this season. If there's playoffs, there will be a bit more. Playoffs will all be 1 episode if they do go ahead. But hopefully we'll be able to pick up some extra points and get above Leeds in the table. As always, please like and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. Let me know how you think we're doing. Do you think we can get that unlikely automatic promotion spot, or do you think we'll be fighting for the playoffs? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye bye.